Yo, what's poppin', everyone? This is your boy Des the King, and we back yet again with another episode of King Talk TV. As you can probably see in the title, today's episode is going to be about competition. What is competition? What can we get out of competition? And is competition good for us? So I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about that today. If you're watching this on Instagram, you might be watching a replay, so please comment below. If you're watching this live or you're watching a replay, let me know where you're from, speak, say hi, and so I can shout you out on here. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please consider liking and subscribing. I pretty much do these shows weekly. Haven't been weekly as of late, but I'm going to start doing these weekly. I have a great guest coming up next week, black belt from California in Brazilian Jiu-jitsu. It's going to be awesome. But without further ado, let's just get into our topic for today. Competition. I just recently, as in a week ago, did my first Brazilian Jiu-jitsu competition. And let me tell you, it was really intense, a lot more intense than I expected it to be. But I was pretty confident going into it because I've been training, for about 2 years now. So I was pretty confident, maybe a little overconfident going into it. And out of 4 matches, I won 1. And but the one I did win was pretty convincing. I pretty much dominated that one from beginning to end. The other ones, the first guy beat me by a few points, and the next guy was kind of a wash, but the judges gave it to him. About the time I got to my last fight, I was really tired, and it was really close at first between me and the other guy, but he ended up winning that one. And yeah, so I say all that, I guess, to say to you guys that it was a very much learning experience for me, and I did learn a lot about myself. I learned a lot about how I deal with things under pressure. And jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, basically teaches you that off the rip about dealing with pressure and being under these extreme situations, and you gotta stay calm and get yourself out of it. As far as competition goes, I believe competition kind of helps in that regard. It helps to see who you really are. Who are you really? And you really don't know who you are until you are put under pressure, until you are tested, until you are tried. That's when you know exactly who you are, or you can learn about who you are. You know what I'm saying? So I found this quote online. I found a few quotes actually, and I'm gonna go through them with you guys today. The first quote was, "No competition, no progress." No competition, no progress. And I sort of agree with that. You can, I guess, basically make progress without competition. But, as far as sports goes and all these, as far as sports, maybe even at your workplace or something like that, some people need a little competition to give them an edge, to help them, to motivate them to want to do better. Everyone doesn't need that, but some people do, and even people who don't need it. I don't believe that healthy competition is bad. I don't think it's bad for anyone. A lot of people don't like it. I don't necessarily like it. I don't like overly, I guess, competitive people, because it can just get kind of annoying, you know, because every situation isn't a competitive situation. You know what I mean? Some people, I guess, are kind of addicted to it, or don't know if that's related to a narcissist behavior. They always want to be in competition. I don't think that's the case, but it seems like if you're always trying to win something over someone else, it's like you're really trying to make everything about you. So I won't say that completely no competition equals completely no progress, but some competition does help. Like going back to my first tournament last week, you know, I know what I need to work on. You know what I mean? I know what I need to do to get better, to improve. And competition, you know, exposes that, in my opinion, in us. Going back and looking at film and seeing where you messed up, you would not know where you would be unless you put yourself to that test, basically, and put yourself in that situation. And that's how you can know. And that's how it helped me, and that's how it's helping me, you know. And just showing up and going to the gym and getting stomped by everyone there, man, it shows you who you are. It really shows you who you are, and it can show you how you can improve yourself. So, man, competition, repetition, all that, I believe is essential to all of us if we want to improve, you know. Another quote I found was, excellence is a continuous process, not an accident. In Brazilian Jiu-jitsu, you're not going to submit anyone or necessarily beat anyone on accident. Yeah, you I guess in certain situations you can luckily scramble and get someone's back, or luckily end up in a triangle setup. I know that's happened to me just by rolling around. I just end up in a triangle setup or in someone else's setup. But rarely you're not going to beat someone by sheer luck in jiu-jitsu. And basically, you know, you have to win. You have to fight and you have to win just off what you have, what the knowledge that you have, the skills that you have. You have to use what you have to win. And it's no accident. And that's one thing that I love about it. You know, if I beat you, or if you beat me, you truly deserve it. you deserve this win. It isn't like, I guess, other striking. No disrespect to the striking martial arts, because I love all of them. But in a boxing match or an MMA fight, someone can get lucky and slip a cross or a jab, you know, in someone's guard and knock them out, you know. And on the street, you could be freaking Bruce Lee, and someone could just catch you, you know, unexpectedly, hit to the jaw, and you're gonna get knocked out. You're gonna get knocked out, right? But it's not quite like that in jiu-jitsu, in my opinion. This is coming from 3-stripe white belt, so you know, take this however you want to take it. But I have been training for a while, and you know, and I just recently competed. So yeah, that's just what it feels like to me. And just being excellent in anything, you know, think about all the great people in history and all the great people who are out and about now. They're not great on accident. You know, they're great because they put in the time, they put in the work, they did all that, you know, to get where they're at, and it's no accident. They went to the gym, got beat up some days beat other people up, get injured, have to heal, come back. That's a whole nother mental game, and that's actually a whole competition in itself. Just getting injured and recovering from that, and getting back in the swing of things is a whole competition in itself, in my opinion. So man, just pretty much life in general is competition. We're always fighting. We're always striving for something. We're hunger is a competition. We get hungry, we have to fight that. How do we fight that? We either gonna fast, or are we gonna eat, or try to find food? We're always trying, we're always moving, and that's good. It's not a bad thing, but it can get tiresome, and it can get aggravating because you want to relax, you want to chill, you want to kick it with your family, kick it with your wife and husband, daughter, son, whatever. You don't always want to be in competition, but and we're not always in competition, but competition matters, and competition is necessary. Excuse me. It matters and it's necessary. We need it regardless. So one more point that I'm gonna speak on, and I saw this quote, and I thought it was really dope. But it says, "A flower does not think of competing to the flower next to it. It just blooms." And and I guess that's kind of like contradicting this whole thing about competition. But so that quote intrigued me a little, because flowers and trees, nature, they just do their thing. They're not necessarily thinking about anything else. They're just being who they are, and that may not be necessarily competing, but when we are competing or when we're training, we don't necessarily need to be thinking about the next person, or your teammate, or your classmate, or your work person. What we need to be focused mainly on is our growth and what we are doing to ourselves. We need to be focused on making ourselves better, even when we consciously are competing against another person or whatever. Internally, subconsciously, we are finding ways to improve ourselves individually. And if we work on ourselves first on the inside, then that's going to manifest out on the outside, and everything else, will take care of itself. Everything else will take care of itself. So, so that's that. Take care of what you can take care of, or what you can control first. You can't control everything externally 100%, but you can control yourself. You can control what's going on here and in your head. So the more we take control of that, the better off we'll be, I believe. And I'm speaking to myself too. I'm not trying to be a life coach for anyone. I'm basically just vlogging here, and wanted to get you guys' opinion on it. But yes, guys, this competition is not bad. Healthy competition is probably necessary, and we all need it at one point in time in our life to see where we at, to test us. Because we're going to be tried and we're going to be tested, man. That's just it. But after all that tried and testing and things that we go through, we come out the other end better than who we were prior to. So guys, man, if you're just out there, just sitting around on the couch, you know, get up, man, and go walk today. Go do something to move around and fight against that laziness. If that's what you're dealing with, fight against that. And if you're hurt right now, you know, fight against the depression that it can bring, and just focus on healing and getting better. You know, we're fighters, man. You are a fighter, and you are stronger than what you think. So we have to say these things to ourselves, and we have to act on these things, and not be afraid of the competition that life is going to bring, because it's going to bring it. It's going to bring it regardless if we're ready for it or not. But let us just be ready for it. You know, let us prepare for it when it does come, because it may come when we don't expect it to. But when it does come, let us at least be ready for it. Okay. All right. So I guess that's all I'm gonna bring today. I am currently live. No one tuned in today, but if you do come across this, let me know what you think. Comment in the comments below what you think about competition. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you agree or disagree with anything I said? Please comment that below. Your feedback will be greatly appreciated. If you're watching this on YouTube, please consider liking this and subscribing to my channel. I post BJJ videos and motivational videos like this. This is my show, King Talk TV, that I do weekly on Instagram Live, 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. Next week, I do have a special guest, a BJJ wrestler, black belt, absolute beast on the mats. He's coming through to King Talk TV next week. We'll be going live at 9:30 Mountain Standard Time next week. He's out in Cali right now, and they're like an hour behind, so he doesn't want to get up that early, which is fine. He's a black belt in BJJ, so whatever he wants, he got it. Just joking. But yes, again, this is your boy Des the King. Again, if you watch this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Follow me on IG and Twitter at Des the King, DEZDAKING, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week. God bless you all. You all have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.